Wait, girl, I just came up with a brilliant idea. Remember how I said I wasn't inspired for my birthday? Like, usually I feel like, I want to be called to do something. What if everyone just flies to LA and I film a music video for one of my songs? And like that, yeah, that could be my birthday present. Like, y'all could just do that for my birthday present too, but like we would create something bigger. Like, let me know what you think. Cause actually, like, I'm kind of inspired to do that. Like, yeah, for my birthday, I filmed the music video.
Now I know this motherfucker trying to act like it's a game. Wasting all my time.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Yella. P.C.C is out, Freaking Us is out. This is the behind the scenes of P.C.C though, because my birthday weekend was the main focus for that music video. And I just wanted the people, anybody that's a Yella fan, a little birdie, I don't know what my fan crew name is yet. I don't even know if we'll get that far, but just YOLOing it. Here's behind the scenes of everything that happened on my shooting this video, because I think it was a really cool process, and if people want to know what it takes, please enjoy. Well, we're gonna put all this footage together and it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be how they say a movie.
Oh my god. So how this came about, as you guys saw in the beginning snippet, I was like, what do I want to do for my birthday? I know I want to try to pursue this musical career, and how else can I get people to help me on mass scale without, me having to put out so much money? So I did, have a little budget for my music video, and I decided to use my birthday as a weekend to also not only give me an opportunity and an excuse to spend that much money because, it's celebrating my birthday, but also to invest into my career. So I decided to use my birthday to shoot my music video. So I planned all of these locations for my birthday because I was like, this is gonna be so epic. And I didn't even have the song actually at that point, like the full song. We kind of had the beat I was going off of, but the full lyrics, they were complete, but when we were in the end production of the song, they ended up changing a little bit. So it was definitely very rushed. I came up with the song in 2 minutes, really when I was working and I was looking out my window and I was like, oh my gosh, paper cash checks, second paper, second checks, it ain't never enough, I want next. It really just came to me. It was something random. I was like, I feel like I could put this in a song. And yeah, that was the whole idea. So when the weekend comes, I had it all scheduled out. All my friends were real ones enough to pick out the outfits and participate in this with me. So we had a party bus to start. The second day, we filmed the video for Freaking Us, so a little bit of that as well. And then the end of that day, we went to the beach to film some footage. We didn't end up getting to use it that much. And then for the last day, what was the last day? Oh, we went on the boat, and that was actually such a crazy experience. And because also that whole week when I got the boat, it was really cloudy weather. So I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have really bad weather when I shoot this? And thankfully, shout out the Lord, when the day comes, it ends up being such a beautiful day. The water was amazing, and it just ended up being such a vibe, and I think I'm just really blessed for that. So that's really how the whole idea came about. I tried to shoot as much as I could on, a low budget type of music video thing, and now they're sort of looking at me in the back. Now, obviously, working in music videos, sometimes those things can take days and days, weeks and weeks. This music video was shot in including the whole, so it was shot in 2 sessions. One being my birthday weekend, which was 3 days straight. And then, we only had partial footage, and since the song wasn't finished, we had to go back and fill in some of that filler stuff. And then the second day was actually in March, so a whole September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 5, 6, 7. So a whole 7 months later, ooh, that's a good number for me though. But a whole 7 months later, I went to go refilm the second part with, also met some really cool people there. We filmed Freaking Us, and then just to fill in some of the lyrics for P.C.C, and that was a really cool experience to go back and finish everything. We're here in sunny LA for the second shoot, the second session for filming and wrapping up paper cast checks, and actually both the music videos I've been working on. So it's really been a journey. We got Textli just came through. We got Brian. Shout out for them to really coming here, seeing the vision through. Kind of scenes.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Jayden. Oh my god. Storm. Whoop. You know, when you're balling on a budget, usually videos take a lot of time, but I did this in a complete 4 days. So look at all this material coming together. And even though it has been delayed so many times, I definitely hope that it'll come out at the right time. Hopefully I was meant to go through all these obstacles just for it to come out the right time. But that's really how it came about, you know, really spontaneous. I wanted to do it, I went for it. Time is of the essence, we're only getting older, so that's how the song came about.
Why P.C.C?
The reason why I named P.C.C. P.C.C. is because where is the other place that you can get your greens besides the bank?
P.C.C.
The grocery store, am I right? So yeah, that's where I got the name. I thought it was cool, paper cast checks. It's different, it doesn't outwardly talk about money, but yeah, P.C.C. really came to me by mixing the other place where you get your greens, which is the grocery store, aka P.C.C. So that's where the name came from. The message behind the song was, I'm in my early 20s right now, just graduated college, and obviously everything revolves around stacking money, trying to build a foundation for you to live life. So obviously being an independent woman, I wanted to make a song for the independent baddies, and that's where I came with second paper, second checks, and I never want next. It's basically for all the bad bitches out there. And I hope it resonated with y'all.
Why Shyanne?
Well, I had been searching for a name for a while, and all of a sudden I saw Yellow Breezy come up on the kitchen fridge, and it was this really cool song, and I was like, wait, my last name's Yellowbird, I could use Yella. And then Shy, everyone calls me Shy for my nickname, so then I was like, why don't I combine a Shy Yella? And I also am, I grew up very shy, but the fact that I want to like sing is, like I'm a Shy Yella. So that's the name, that's how I came about with my artist name. And that's just like, my first rendition, just something so the corporate people can't mix up my identities. But that's where the name came from. As I already mentioned, like the lyrics changed a little bit. There's definitely one lyric that stands out, and every time I played it for somebody, they always like chuckle at it a little bit, even though I'm using chuckle. But one of the original lyrics is, the other day you tried to say I was asking too much. Well, little dick bitch, I ain't asking enough. Need me a real man who could go warm buff, but my money lasts longer than a fucking quick net. But, so that line we actually got taken out, and now it's, need me a real man, throw money, no ones, because my money lasts longer. But originally, so when I went back to the studio to finish recording it, everyone was like, nobody knows what you're saying. Warm buff, that doesn't make sense. Nobody calls him Warren Buff. Warren Buff, you don't know him personally. And I was like, but I think it goes hard because, need me a real man who can manage his money like that. But then when I went to the studio to actually record that line, everyone clowned me for it. So then I ended up changing it. But, let me know in the comments if you think that was still fire, because I thought it was fire, but, everybody fought me on it, so. Okay, also something important to note, when I created this music video, when I had this birthday invite, I can put it right here. I was like, everybody that has high vibes, I think I know a lot of high vibe people. So all my friends are have really good energy, and that was also in the invite. So with that in mind, just cultivating the elite vibes, and not even, just like people with good energy. When we go to the boat, there's literally I'm not even lying, insert footage here, there's literally over 100 dolphins. And didn't expect that at all. We were off of Santa Monica in the ocean, and there was 100 dolphins that are like like I feel like, so in my head, I feel like they sensed that the boat was filled with such high vibe people, and you know how dolphins have like a higher frequency, like, and they can sense those type of energies. I feel like they sensed the energy that was on the boat, like all the people here, and they're like, ooh, I want to go have fun with them. So then they decide to follow our boat, you know, because people pay for that, and they still like, they see only like 5 dolphins, but like, you know, that was just included. I think the dolphins were sensing the vibes, and there was like 100 dolphins. Like, I can't even explain it. They were all around the boat, and it was just such a cool experience to also have on my birthday, to include that, you know, with the energy going into it. So that was really a dope moment. Can't really beat that, you know. That's something money can't buy, the fact that dolphins were swimming with us and they were like, I see the vibes. Also, one of the saddest things from the music video is during the party bus scene. So, you know, I bought a film camera, you know, just to cultivate as many memories as I could. But in the party bus, you know, everybody was getting lit towards the end after I recorded the as much lyrics as I could in that scene. And I had this really cool film camera. We were taking so many cool pictures. And I was dressed in my one outfit that was, I think, Wolf and Badger, that was the brand. It was a white dress. I spent a lot of money on it for my little birthday, first day weekend. And we lost the film camera. And when I tell you the journey I went through to track that down, I called the bus like 3 times. I tried to call the club, like, to see if I lost it there, but it literally just disappeared. Yeah, the film camera's gone. It had some really cool photos there, some really cool memories. I'm just sad that that happened. But, you know, I guess it wasn't meant to be, and I think that just goes along with, you know, like, just keep going on with life, no matter the journeys that get caught in your way. Also, funny thing to know, right before recording this video, I got shitted on by a bird outside. So, you know, just really going through a lot to have this vision come to life. And, you know, it's just been such an interesting journey so far. So the biggest thing I learned from this music video is definitely, you know, it is super expensive to be an independent artist. When you're doing all of this by yourself, it really takes a lot of people to collaborate and, you know, to even get the visuals you want to see in your head, to have those visions come to life. It takes a lot of money, and especially coming from the background that I came from, like, thankfully I've been fortunate to have opportunities and, like, have something to work with to bring this to come to life, but it's so hard. And I think that's probably been one of the most discouraging parts of being an artist, because it's like, well, if I just have to keep working and just keep doing all this, like, it just becomes really super hard. So that's probably the biggest thing I learned, you know, definitely budget, definitely know, like, where, you know, how much you're willing to put in, and to not be dissatisfied when you already put in as much as you could. So that's a big thing I've learned from the music video. And I think that's pretty much all of the things I've experienced in the music video. But shout out, oh my gosh, literally shout out, the biggest shout out to all of my friends and my family. Oh, my brother Wes Woo, aka Wes Wiggy, aka Wesley Walker, for helping, you know, always just being there to help me with, even when I came back home to finish filming some stuff, and being really supportive. Shout out to my mother for having the best background and backing of allowing me to come into this world and take on crazy people. Shout out to all of my friends, you know, who used my birthday, who were able to, you know, participate in this video with me. It really means a lot to have people who, you know, sometimes, I think also something that's so interesting in working with this, I feel like there's sometimes where my friends and family believed in me more than I did. So I think that's something that's also kept me going, because sometimes I'm just doing stuff because, like, I think about it, but the fact that, like, some of my friends are like, oh, I can really see the vision, or like they see it, like the work ethic I've done in other things, and they say that if I stick with it, like, they can really see it come to life. That has been really cool, because it's like, you know, it do be hard out here, but to see that other people believe in me is something that I think even motivates me to keep going. And I'm just so thankful for the family and friends that I've encountered in this crazy journey so far. But that's been really cool for me to experience. But yeah, that's pretty much all the backstory behind it. I am really thankful for everything I've experienced. It's definitely been a learning lesson, my first encounter in this whole little journey. Thanks for tuning in to the behind the scenes of PCC. Looking forward to the rest of my career and how I can fund this and keep things going alive. But I think for now, I'm just really living, enjoying the moment, and seeing where life takes me. So enjoy listening to PCC, everyone. Stream on all your favorite platforms. The music video is now out, obviously, and I hope you enjoy this little behind the scenes in my home city of Seattle, Washington, and one of my favorite parts, which is Pioneer Square, that we're filming this. But deuces.